The year of the Wolves. Early expectations were high as the Wolves were ranked preseason 7th in the state. Much pressure put on the Pack in the season they would call the Arrival. As this highlight video will show, the Wolves answered the call to excellence and vaulted to the district championship, a 14-1 record, and state runner-up with a trip to the Big Easy and the Louisiana Superdome for the Nokia Sugar Bowl Prep Classic. Now, sit back and enjoy the greatest show on earth.
This is the credo of the wolf. Respect the elders, teach the young, cooperate with the pack. Play when you can, hunt when you must, rest in between. Share your affections, voice your feelings, leave your mark. Behold, the year of the wolf.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Magella Field, home of the defending District 7-3A champion, Redemptorist Wolves.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
The New Millennium Boot Camp once again kicked off the Wolves' quest for glory. This camp is a vicious, gut-checking time for the young Wolves. A bold prediction was made at 3 a.m. on the third night of camp as the Wolves mounted up and traveled for a pre-Superdome practice at the LSU indoor facility. This practice was a prelude to destiny and of dreams to be fulfilled.
On the week of December 2nd through the 9th, somebody has to prepare to play in the Louisiana Superdome. As coaches, we will prepare you to be in that situation. I've watched you walk in here, okay? How many of you have never been in here before? I watched you walk in, and as soon as you walked in, the first thing I've seen happen is you started looking up at the roof and the lights and looking all around kind of in awe of the place. Now, you got a picture of Louisiana Superdome. It's like 800 million times this size. It's jam-packed with fans. I believe we can reach our goal of being there. Of course, we only take it one day at a time.
He calls a head. It is a tail. You won the toss. You want to receive. Okay.
The Jamboree was the first item on tap for the Wolfpack. The Catholic High Bears came to Magella Field and prevailed in a classic battle 12-7. It was a playoff atmosphere with thousands on hand, respect at stake. The Wolves fought the 5A Bears to the wire. The Wolves proved on this balmy August night that the gap had closed in the greater Baton Rouge area. The Wolfpack was in the house. Game 1 of the regular season brought the Catholic High of Point Capee Hornets to the Rock. My, oh my, looked like the bombing of a rock as the Wolves toyed with the helpless Hornets. And headed east to take on a wolf of a different pack. Well, you know the story. If you take a dog from the north and a dog from the east, the dog from the north is going to have a feast. Led by Coy Harrelson's punt block for a touchdown, the Wolves headed back to the den with a 28-6 victory. St. Paul's of Cutting.
Here we go again. All the ladies in the place, make some noise. All the brothers in the place, make some noise. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, y'all gon' make me you cowards in it. They go to click, click, 911. All over some dump. Ain't that something? You remind me of a strip club. Every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my ass up. And I don't know.
How do you spell revenge?
Him, Mike Slim, so watch what you do, or you will find yourself very next to someone else.
Beats the devil out of me, and boy, did the Devils get beat.
Well, maybe they just singing that now because they miss you. Maybe they had to diss you. That's why you laying on your
The
back.
Wolves were an angry lot and did not forget the past as the Devils were stunned in a 43-8 thumping, limping back to Plaquemine with their pitchfork embedded in their heart.
Yeah, up in there, y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here,
Let me hear you say,
woo.
let me hear you say,
D-M-X.
let me hear you say,
Woo, woo.
let me hear you say.
D-M-X. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame off the name. First of all, you ain't rapped long enough to be for me. You ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you puffin' on, that got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. Now smack him with my dick to the mic. Characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are whoa. You broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody knows. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so I love my baby mother. I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over food that don't belong to them. Strong with them. Get up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, y'all gon' make me go on.
District play was finally upon the Wolves as the Pelicans flocked to the lot, ready to roost.
Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here.
With the Wolfpack Nation in full effect, the Birds stunned the Wolves, taking a 12-0 lead.
One more time. Woo! Come on. Woo! Here we go again. Woo!
All the ladies in the place, make some noise. All the brothers in the place, make some noise.
But the Bubble Guns were just warming up as the Pack tacked on the next 57 points, sent the cocky Pelicans packing in a 57-28 win, which send the Birds spiraling for the rest of the season, back to Port Allen with their feet in their mouth.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. And that love like a man insane. You broke my will, what a thrill. Goodness, your records and quitting balls of fire. I let the love, I thought it was funny. You came along and you moved me, honey. I changed my mind, love is fine. Goodness gracious, quitting balls of fire. You kiss me, baby. It feels good, hold me, baby. Girl, just let me love you like a lover should. You're fine, so kind. I'm gonna tell this world that you're mine, 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 mine. I took my nails and I twiddle my thumbs. I'm real nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby, you drive me crazy. The goodness gracious, quitting balls of fire. Should. You're fine, so kind. I got to tell this world that you're mine, 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 mine. I treat my nails and I quiver my thumb. I'm real nervous because the show is fun. Come on, baby, drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, quick balls of fire.
The North Baton Rouge boys headed west for a showdown with the old rival, the Bruley Panthers.
I say goodness gracious, whip ball fire.
This showdown turned into a meltdown for the boys in black as the Pack demoralized the Panthers, scoring on 7 straight possessions, shutting them down with a stifling defense for a 48-0 flanking of the adversary. The Pack was back on the road and headed to Point Capiz Central to take on the Cougar. It was an aerial attack as Kyle Hebert launched 5 touchdown passes, and Shelton Sampson withstood the Dracula of New Roads, taking a bite out of his leg. The Wolves were 8-0 with a 57-14 shellacking of the Cougar. was homecoming time for Redemptorist, and the Saints of West Feliciana wanted to spoil the festivities. The Wolves would have none of that. And the offensive machine got cranked up and ran the visitors back home on a cool, crisp October evening with a 42-20 victory to set up a titanic championship contest with you-know-who. If you like drama, then drama you got, as 9-0 Parkview flew into Magella Field to try to dethrone the 9-0 defending 7-3A champion Wolves. It was the game of the year. Fans had the stadium packed at 4 p.m. in what might have been the biggest crowd in North Baton Rouge history. Something had to give, and it would not be the boys from Plank Road. The Wolves took a 19-0 lead on David Plaisant's electrifying punt return. The Eagles did not fold. Fought back with the assistance of 2 onside kicks to pull within 2 points, 26-24. In a game that had everything, including Josh Mosby impersonating a Parkview Eagle on the sideline, it came down to their last possession as the Wolves had their backs up to the Exxon refinery. The defense stiffened, and the Eagles lined up to kick a 28-yard field goal, but that night there were too many ghosts on the west end of that field as the kick sailed wide left. Wolfpack Nation went into a huge celebration. The undefeated 10-0 back-to-back district champion Wolves primed for the state playoffs.
Behold, the year of the wolf.
The playoff brackets had finally arrived, and the anxious pack knew that their work would be cut out for them. The Wolves got the draw from hell, but the pack responded to the challenge, facing Lake Charles Boston in the first round. After a sluggish start, the pack got unwound and thumped the visitors 38-14, going 11-0 heading into the second round of the playoffs. Week 2 of the playoffs had the Turlings Catholic Rebels coming to the Rock. The Rebels took the opening drive and scored on the Wolves, and for 3 straight possessions, shut down the Wolfpack buzzsaw. But J. Michael Dykes picked off a Rebel pass and in a driving rainstorm returned the ball twisting and turning into Rebel territory. This sparked the Pack and led to a touchdown on the last play of the half. The Black defense then responded and the Wolves were off to the quarterfinals with a 27-14 victory over the juggernaut from Acadiana. The Pack was now 12-0. The task at hand, huge, as the tradition-rich Tigers from Independence swaggered into Magella Field. The Tigers have been ranked number 1 in the state for 8 weeks of the regular season. The first half was played flawlessly as the Wolves hung on to a 22-21 lead. But the Pack tasted blood and ravaged the powerhouse from Tangipahoa Parish for a stunning 52-21 victory. After a potential brawl with the shocked Tigers at midfield, the Wolves showed their class and walked away. That night, David Plaisance once again acknowledged that the Pack ran for Jesus, and that they did as they ran towards the state semifinals with a chance to go to the Big Easy. The Wolves would have to travel to Lake Charles to take on the mighty Rams from Westlake. At stake, a chance to go to the Louisiana Superdome. God sent a special blessing on the Wolves that night as a lovely lady visited North Baton Rouge and presented medals to the young men from the Blessed Mother. Dr. Estrokia was a blessing in herself. The boys from the hood headed west with confidence. Coach Sid told them that the seniors would not let them lose. The Wolves were wanted men, wanted dead or alive. But as fate would have it, the Wolves won the showdown 34-27, and were now headed to the Big Easy and the carpet of the Louisiana Superdome to play for the state championship.
On a steel horse I ride, I'm wanted, dead or alive, wanted, dead or alive. Sometimes I sleep, sometimes it's not for days. The people I meet always go their separate ways. Sometimes you tell the day by the bottle that you drink. Times when you're alone, all you do is think, oh, I'm a cat.
Come on, baby. We taking it to the house early. We taking it to the house early, baby. We taking it to the house early tonight.
The prophecy had come true. 15 weeks earlier, the Wolves had dome practice in the early morning hours of a sweltering August night. 15 weeks later, the Wolves were back preparing at LSU for the state title in the freezing cold of December. It was a wild week, media swirling around, excitement high. The Wolves from the old days embarking on New Orleans to cheer on their beloved pack. In a contest that turned out to be one of the best in history, the Wolves fell short. Quarterback Kyle Hebert, stricken with a severe ankle injury with the Wolves up 6-0 in less than 7 minutes to play, the Notre Dame Pioneers then rallied to take a 14-6 win over the Wolves. In typical high-class fashion, the Wolves gathered with the Pios in prayer after the game. The championship went to Notre Dame, but love and respect belong to the pack. The arrival had finally come. Many will remember the Wolfpack, remember the seniors 33-5, remember the 3.5-year winning streak at the Rock, which this group never lost a game. They will remember the back-to-back district championships and the many records that were broken. And how can they ever forget the Wolfpack Nation in those special Friday nights at Magella Field? Bubbles flying through the air as backs crashed into the end zone time and time again. The smoke that the Pack ran through every game will be etched in the memories of everyone for years to come. Those haunting sounds of bagpipes and eerie melody of the Wolfpack Credo. Yes, we are truly a family, a pack that will be united in greatness forever. If you forget anything, do not forget the love and respect we have for one another. We are truly brothers and sisters in Christ. No victory can take the place of the Spirit that swelled up inside of all of us. Yes, we are a blessed and special lot. Indeed, we ran for Jesus. Remember, we must keep running for Jesus, for we have yet to complete one lap in this race for life. Our team will once again reunite at the finish line of the real end zone. In the meantime, the little wolf cubs are growing into manhood. Stay tuned.
So you're back.